and the right one turns down like that. I'll do that movement again. From here, the hands, both at the same time, turn over like that. They're on the same plane here, like this, on the same plane. But as you do that movement, you must turn your hips slightly to the right, which turns your hands slightly to the right. That's a nothing breath. That's the finish of your out breath. So it comes forward like this. You do the posture, then you turn to the right, turn your hands over like that. From this point here, you sit back on your back leg as you drag your palms down to your right hand side as you breathe in. So as you breathe in, you drag your palms in a big arc down across your body, turn your shoulders and your hips to the northeastern corner as you sit back on your back leg, keeping this elbow out, so not in like this, out like this. Your hands are as if they're like this, and you pull them apart, equidistant with this thigh here, like that. That's the in breath. Now you take your left hand and do a little circle and attach it to the inside of your right wrist. This area of your hand attaches to this area of your wrist. So from here, it does a little circle, attaches down here. Now you just press forward as you breathe out. Weight going back onto your right leg as you breathe out. Have a look at the fingers, they're pointing straight up into the air. It's just like bang, bang, with the hand in here, giving it a little bit of an assist. That's on the out breath, as you come forward onto your right leg. It's important here to remember not to do this from that point, not to come from here, then lift the hands up like this, and then come in a dead, flat circle around like this. You must come in a live spiral circle, from down, up. You must lift with your back leg. In breath, out breath. But all by the same token, it's important not to do this, not to get into the habit of doing this. That sort of thing, because you're breaking the flow of the movement there. It must go like this. That's called press forward, or chai. From this posture, you very lightly brush the top of your right hand with your left hand and just extend your fingers out to infinity. You imagine at this point that the breath is coming from Dantian right out to infinity. Then you sit back on your back leg, go in at the waist slightly, tuck your bottom in, and let both elbows come in with the wrists relaxed. This is the only time you have your elbows in Tai Chi. It's because of the martial aspect. Don't have your hands like this. In. So from this position again, out, brush lightly, sit back on your haunches as you breathe in. Bob down just slightly, flex your wrists and lift with your back leg again. Don't push your arms forward, just lift with your whole body. Your whole body pushes forward as you breathe out. This is called push. I'll go in, do it again from here, from bang, from this posture. Breathe in. That's push. All of these preceding movements are grasping swallow's tail. These movements were the original movements in the whole of Tai Chi. Within these movements we have individual names, but from from bung, there, up to push. That whole group of movements is called grasping swallow's tail, and become very important when we come to do push hands later on in your Tai Chi training. Practice these movements, and then once you have those movements perfect so that you can just run through them without even thinking about them, and so that you have the flow of movement from one to the other, and the breath perfect, then we'll go on to the next movements. But practice that section first. In the beginning you may wish to go a little faster so that you can move with your own breath, but a little later on, when you finish the form perhaps, your breath will actually slow down, your heart rate will slow down, and so then the Tai Chi form becomes much slower. Now that you've practiced the preceding grasping swallow's tail for a little while, and you have it down pretty well flowingly, we'll go on to the next movements. From the previous posture, which was push, so from this posture, which was an out breath, you now sit back on your haunches, sit back on your back foot, don't move your feet, and breathe in as your left hand relaxes and comes down to the inside of your right forearm, right wrist, right elbow rather, and it's as if you're doing this movement here, but your right hand just sits down like this. I'll turn this way so that you can see how the wrists are. That one's it's just as if you're doing that previous movement, but this one just comes out and just touches there. You must make sure the hand's not like that. Like that. So we'll go from push, out breath, then you sit back and breathe in. From here you flex both wrists, turning to the left, you turn your right toes 90 degrees to the left only with the weight on your left leg. Your left hand swings out to the northwest corner like this. Here it is here in the northwest corner. And your right hand continues and points to the inside of your left elbow, like so. There's a big circle on the outside, little circle on the inside. Once again, the right wrist is in your center, your hips are turned around as far as they can go to the northwest corner, the weight is on the left leg, you're standing pigeon-toed. Here. That's on an out breath. This is also on the same out breath. You now change your weight to your right leg, pushing your right hand out. You just don't move your feet, but turn your body into the northeastern corner, and still on the same out breath you do the opposite movement. Now you have a circle out here with the right hand, big circle, small circle on the inside, your left wrist is in your center. So I'll just go over that again from push, push, sit back, breathe in, swing out to the left, breathe out, over a little bit, down, round to the right, on the same out breath. I might also add here that I'm only doing the intermediate height. Tai Chi should be done at the upper level, about up here, then down at the medium level, and then after many years of practice it should go down to a very low level. But don't try that, I'll just do it at the medium level for the time being. That's called fishes in 8. From here, you take your right hand and do a clockwise circle up, and your hand turns up. Grab a hold of your thumb, take it down the other side, like so. Now I'll just give you a look at my fingers there. It's like a little bit like a dead bird's claw. All the fingers surround the thumb here, like this. They all come together around the thumb, like so. See that? They shouldn't be like this. Should all come together like that, and then the wrist bends down, it comes out. So it goes like this. From this point, the hand comes up, grabs the thumb, and then comes down, like that.